How's it going, guys? And welcome back to some more WWE 2K25 Showcase Mode. It's been a hot minute since we've jumped back into this series. I've been loving MLB lately, so I've been doing a lot of that, but I figured it's time to break up some of that MLB content with a little WWE. I don't know if we'll go back to My Rise. I just haven't had the desire to play it. Maybe after we finish the Showcase Mode, we'll go back to it, but I don't know. I feel like I will finish it just because, but I don't know if it'll be right after this. But that's why we're not doing that one at the moment, in case you were wondering. But if you do not know the drill, in the showcase mode, we do 3 matches per video. So we're not gonna waste time here. We're just gonna jump right into it. We got this first match here with the Usos versus the New Day at Hell in a Cell, October 8th, 2017. Two of the world's greatest teams are locked inside Hell in a Cell. Do you have what it takes to overcome the New Day and prove that Jimmy and Jay have been the best since day one? All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we're going to jump in.
Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jay Uso. Jimmy and Jay Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and board dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jay are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jay his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jay ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jay Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the Bloodline. When Jimmy and Jay are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, the New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams, but the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any two of the three members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jay could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day one. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place, and there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
All right. Well, we're going to skip through all this. We don't need to watch intros. So this was still when I was not actively watching anymore. But I did hear a lot of good things about this match. I do remember hearing about it back in the day. Even though it was only a few years ago, but still. And it's weird seeing Paul Heyman talk about the Bloodline after the events of WrestleMania 41, that's for sure, but...
The cell door is locked.
Okay. Okay, what does this say we have time limit? You've shown up, now show out. An opponent taunt towards the New Day in the next 20 seconds might throw them off their game plan. Okay. There we go. Enough showing off, it's Hell in a Cell, grab any weapon and connect with 3 attacks. Okay, thank you. I know this. Grab a chair. Oh, I'm getting double teamed. Xavier Woods knows all about double teaming, that's for sure. Cue the R-Truth. I don't think that's even PG meme. For those of you who know, you know. For anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, you're okay. Trust me. I'm getting my grapes crushed out here, ladies and gentlemen. But as long as we don't have timers, I don't care. There we go. It was nice when Big E was still wrestling. It sucks that he got injured. Yeah, there we go. We got that done. Surprised either member of the New Day with your signature super kick. Okay, when we get it. Sorry, I threw that at my brother. I don't even... Am I Jimmy or Jay? I think I'm Jimmy. Yeah, I'm Jimmy. Okay. There we go. Got that one done. As Jey Uso, bring the fight to Big E when you're both in the ring by hitting him with a heavy attack while he's on his feet.
And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the
Okay.
walls of the
So we're switched up now.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back and forth competition within the tag team.
Big E got me.
You can just look at these teams' title reigns. They're
Do not do it, man.
These are the two best. Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell, and Jey Uso set outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just
All right,
changed the whole
so we're
complexion
back
of
in
this
it.
match.
They wanted the Uso penitentiary to show them what it's like. 5 more attacks from any weapon should have them regretting their choices. It'd be pretty cool if you picked up a chair and threw it at either Xavier or Big E. Okay, so in real life, did the ref actually do that? Like, because I remember seeing Jay or Jimmy, whoever, getting pinned in the corner with kendo sticks. But did the referee actually pull the kendo sticks out, or did they do that just for game specifics? Because that kind of feels weird if they did that.
The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now.
Come on, man, get up.
For the Usos. If they lose, the Usos
There you go, he's busted open. Pulled his straps down just to get busted open.
And just being around the Usos, it's not only about winning the tag team titles, it's about stripping the New Day of everything.
But the New Day is heel now, so
It's about making sure
it's okay if we beat up on him.
competes again.
It's never been just about the title, Saxton. It's about
Took his knee out.
wanting to claim supremacy for themselves.
Oh, it counts when he's doing his moves too. Awesome. That is not going to feel good right on that busted up chair.
Xavier, he told me the one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a
As Jimmy hit Big E with a front heavy attack in the ring. Okay.
lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been such a chaotic rivalry. Therefore, only this kind
Am I
of
not Jimmy?
match could finally put an end to it for good.
No, I think I'm Jay.
Oh, that got turned around on Woods.
When they both have long hair, I really can't tell the difference.
Pin, title on the line. Chances. Well, this is
Get out of that.
unexpected, Byron. And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash. The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Yeah, credit to Woods for his never say die attitude. But Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs. Using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That Hart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jay back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos!
Those are such ugly belts. I'm so glad they got rid of them. Okay, so simple match there. Yay, I'm so happy we unlocked the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Awesome. Alright, well that was a pretty quick and simple match up there. Mostly cutscene, unfortunately, but that's okay. We are going to move into match number 2 of this video.
Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old Bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Bayley, oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi to a third SmackDown Women's Championship, and to do it by defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's abilities, but those abilities are eclipsed by Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength, and aerial attacks that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
Okay, another nice little video there. Hopefully I don't have to cut them out. I've been good for the previous episodes. I think one of them I had to cut out the audio though, because there was like music playing or something. I don't remember. It's been a hot minute. But we're going to skip the intro. We don't need to see it. I'm going to skip this too. We don't need to watch this.
For the first time ever, we have a women's championship match here in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. Bayley against Naomi. Will Bayley's record-setting reign end here tonight?
I definitely do not miss the era where it was just the same exact title for every champion. It's just, this one is different because it's red. It has a red background behind the WWE logo. But this one's different because it's blue behind the WWE logo. Or, oh, this one's different because it's an all red belt. But this one's different because it's all blue. Anyway, keep the high octane approach going and perform a top rope dive to Bayley while she's at ringside. Stick and move Naomi. Keep Bayley reeling with a light combo that she won't see coming. Okay, so a light combo is just, you just spam square, right? Yeah.
We've said it time and time again. Naomi,
there we go. There's that one.
We've ever seen compete here in WWE. Yeah, Naomi wants to burst up top.
Oh, I thought she botched that. Okay. Now use the glow to hit another gear and unleash 3 more running attacks on Bayley in the next 40 seconds. Will do. Nice elbow there. Pick her back up. Drop kick. Pick her back up. Oh. Nice little stunner there. Okay. Countouts do you no good, so keep the match in the ring and continue to press Bayley with more offense. You'll have Bayley spellbound if you can connect with 2 of your springboard attacks. Stop her offense with a nicely timed reversal or breaker. Okay.
Bayley can also turn up the aggression here in a way I'm not quite sure Naomi can match. Wicked forearm. Did you hear that thud? And I think it was
nice move there.
Bayley if she changed, and she said I didn't change. I just did what I had to do.
Little cannonball.
Well, you're right. Love it or hate it, Bayley's doing what she's had to do by hook or
leg drop. Okay, that's done.
On the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Do a little taunting. Do a little dancing. We got to wait for Bayley to get in here so we can do a reversal. There we go. She reversed that. Seated on the top rope facing you and rattle with a heavy attack to have her see stars. Okay. Few leg kicks. Okay, get in the corner there.
Now lifted onto the top turnbuckle. And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the? I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley
Okay,
thought she
we
had
dodged
Naomi,
it.
but the challenge.
Okay, if you want to become SmackDown Women's Champion, then you'll have to defeat Bayley by pinfall or submission. You'll be feeling the glow with Bayley in the rear view if you can connect with that finisher in the ring. Okay,
Well, the
we
champion
connected
has
with
to
the
find
stunner.
her strategy in a hurry. Naomi isn't feeling intimidated by the moment. Off the rope. Ooh, nice leapfrog. And again.
Nice spinning elbow there. I don't know what her signature is. Oh, it's a submission.
Submission locked in. Is it over?
Okay, we'll release it.
No harm in changing things up if a submission isn't working the way you want it to.
Oh, she dodged it. She dodged it. We reversed it.
And an answer from her.
Connected. Go for the pin.
Moments away from crowning a new champ.
There we go. Easy peasy. Another quick one down and out here in this video.
Here is your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi.
Bayley's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship has ended. The glow era has begun.
Bayley was as aggressive in this match as she's ever been, but Naomi's confidence and athleticism were just too much for Bayley to contend with. History made in the Middle East.
All right. So we unlocked an arena, a SmackDown Women's title, and 2 attires for Naomi and Bayley. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the third and final match of this video.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next 2 superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Atha and Sika, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Atha and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Atha and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country.
Flying
and then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys? And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these four men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
So we got a tables match here at the Day 1 arena again. Just a random one. Okay, we got Dudley Boys. Got the Wild Samoans.
2-on-2 tables match.
Okay, what do we got here? Afa and Sika have only one objective: hurt their opponents, get either the head, arms, torso, legs of Bubba Ray or Devon to extreme damage. These people are loving the action, perform 3 taunts of any type, and keep a wild atmosphere. Okay. Can do. So obviously this is just not a real match, if you couldn't tell. Especially by that intro package. Okay. Do some taunts.
But the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should
That didn't count. So normally table matches in these games are extremely easy. If this was a normal tables match, I would literally just throw one of them over the side of the ring here and hit them off the apron, and we would literally win. Because table matches are extremely broken because they put the tables right on the side of the ring there. But thankfully the table was moved. I'm getting double teamed again here, man. We reversed it. Okay. Stomping on the legs. We'll do a taunt. Double axe handle there. Missed the punch. There we go. Or slap, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now I can't see the other one. Oh, there it is. For some reason, they're not showing me the third one. on the top there, but it's there in the current objectives list. Press R2 plus X while standing in front of a standing opponent to perform a Samoan drop finisher. Okay, well, I don't have a finisher. Get this table out of here for right now. They want tables. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, looks like he's bleeding now.
Headbutt.
Heavy contact into the steel steps.
Suddenly we've got front row seat to this thing.
And I don't think we want to get any closer.
Oh, he slipped out of harm's way. A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans. Like they're part of a pack of...
Thrown into the barricade. Come on now.
I really wonder what it'll take for the Dudley boys to have control of them. Maybe they'll...
Can we use the prime bottle as a weapon?
They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming.
Oh my goodness, we can. Best use of prime right here as a weapon. Whoa. Oh, now I'm bleeding. I'm busted. Knee to the face. That prime bottle's getting in the way. I got my arm around it. Oh, I missed it.
And we can talk about how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become
I missed it.
synonymous with the team.
Got out of it.
And that didn't stand for tender.
There we go. Got that done. Okay, timed one. And try to twist them in half with a painful submission in the next 60 seconds. Okay, here we go. You're going to have to really hurt these guys to get them through tables, so stay on them with your most painful attacks. Oh. See, that's the issue, man. That's the issue. That's the issue. With the tables just set up like that, it's extremely easy to win. Like, I don't even think he tried to put him through the table there. I think he just hit a move and it just went through. Okay. Went through the table. And I missed that move. That's good. Good thing we weren't like right at the end, I don't think. So. But I am going to grab this other table. Or not. Just stand there.
Expecting a bell to eventually ring.
Heading back into the ring now. Close fist connects. Gourd buster.
All right, come on now.
Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match. After all, this is the Dudley boys match, the match they put on the map, the match they're synonymous with.
Well, maybe the Wild Samoans have to be a little less wild.
Oh, look out! Anticipated that. Oh my gosh!
He is looking to do some serious harm.
Okay. Okay, the table's knocked down. Drop the table. I don't care about the manager. Why am I Captain Lou Albano? The only thing I know about Captain Lou Albano is his notorious PSA about doing drugs while he has the Mario cap on. But both tables are knocked down now, so hopefully we won't have to worry about it. Keep the table down, Devon. Oh, come on. I hate when they just completely whiff. So annoying, man.
Incredible intensity.
Facing a bit of a roadblock there.
Pinpointing the trachea.
And we can harp on how this match.
Shouldn't have used that instant recovery there. Now I got to build up my signature again.
The Dudleys have become synonymous with the team.
That didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means
Okay, we got a finisher with Sika here.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans to a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boyz' legacy even further.
Pick him up. Thank you.
clubbing blow. We might need to hopped up.
There we go. There's that.
Incredible. Alpha and Sika might have just
Okay, knock the table down. Good.
to the Dudley's demise.
And he re-enters into the ring. Bang! Take a seat at the table. He's already feeling the effects.
Yeah, Bubba showed a solid game plan there.
This table's got a crack in it. Get it out of here. No, don't set it up. Get it out of the ring.
Samoans are about as tough and mean as they
Pick it up, man.
physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete.
Get it out of here.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team.
And completely missed the mark.
Talk about a jumping nothing. A real miscalculation on their part.
Full Nelson.
Okay, we reverse that. Good.
Knee straight to the gut, stays on the
Shoulder tackle. Let's do a taunt. Get that done.
Sika getting the crowd involved here.
Such a
Okay,
peculiar
that's
look
done.
coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. Oh, and a double axe handle. Incredible height. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
Give me the table.
Booting boot.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans.
Okay, we got that done.
Like an untamed beast. I really wonder what it would take for the
Oh no, now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver. He lets his
Okay,
opponent out of
did that.
submission. Yeah, but who
Okay,
knows
now we
if
just got to
this has been
damage him. We're back to where we were. We got 3 tables in the ring.
It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. Ooh, hooked into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat. Agonizing.
Whoa, they both just hugged each other there.
Elbow on the spot.
Headbutt. There we go.
He has to be nearly at
There's only one way to so put someone through a table and end this thing. Show them no one can match up to Alpha and Sika.
breaking point.
Okay.
Good. Hopped up.
So no one drop.
Samoa drop. Incredible. The Wild Samoans
Pick him up.
Completely wrecking the Here we go. Good Lord. Taking flight.
The airtime, the fearlessness. What a
Hopped up. Into the Samoa drop. Incredible.
It's all Sika's for the taking. From the heavens.
And there we go.
Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley.
We won this matchup twice. But unfortunately the first time was not when we needed to. These 3 matches were pretty quick.
The Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boyz at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
Okay, so a nice little simple match there. We unlocked the Wild Samoans and Captain Lou Albano. I assume he'll just be a manager, but yeah, so 3 quick matches here in this episode, ladies and gentlemen. This will be a longer episode though, but that's kind of the case for this. I don't remember how many matches there will be, but in the next video, we will be starting off with Solo Sikoa taking on Carmelo Hayes on NXT 2.0 for the North American Championship from the looks of it. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up there. Not sure how many episodes we have left. I don't remember off the top of my head how many matches there are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Maybe the next episode will be the last one, or maybe 2 more episodes. I'm not sure. But we are getting close to wrapping up WWE 2K25 Showcase mode. And then I do think we will go back to the My Rise and get that finished up. And see where that mutiny goes from where we last left off. See if CM Punk stays our friend, or if he turns on us, which if he does, I'm going to be very upset. But we'll just have to wait and see. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up here. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Showcase Mode in WWE 2K25. If you did and have not done so already, make sure to hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that bell to turn on all notifications so you never miss a future one of my videos. Thank you guys once again so much for watching and for all the love and support on the channel as of late. It's greatly appreciated. And until next time, take care.